Basil. Why would you not use it? It tastes great, so it will liven up any cooked meal or salad. Oh, and it heals too. Basil, also called great basil, is a culinary herb of the family Lamiaceae. It is a tender plant and is used in cuisines worldwide. In Western cuisine, the generic term basil refers to the variety also known as sweet basil or Genovese basil. Basil is native to tropical regions from Central Africa to Southeast Asia. Why is it called basil? It is derived from Basilius, which is Greek, a Greek word of pre-Hellenic origin meaning king, emperor, or tsar, from which words such as basilica and basilic via Latin, as well as the eponymous herb basil, which is Old French, and the name of the Italian region Basilicata. What is the herb basil good for? The parts of the plant that grow above the ground are used to make medicine. Basil is commonly used for stomach problems such as spasms, loss of appetite, intestinal gas, diarrhea, constipation, and many other conditions. Basil has many uses, the most common of which is its culinary use. As a fresh herb, it is used to flavor foods such as vegetables, poultry, and fish. It is famous for use in Italian dishes such as pesto. Basil is commonly preserved in vinegar or olive oil and adds a delightful flavor to both for salad dressings. What are the benefits of drinking boiled basil leaves? Research has shown that basil tea benefits can help protect oral health, assist with detoxification, control diabetic symptoms, and reduce stress levels. You make basil tea by placing 2 to 3 teaspoons of holy basil in a cup of boiling water and letting it steep for 5 to 6 minutes. The leaves are also commonly used in cooking, though some people eat the leaves raw. How to use basil. Top whole leaves onto pizza. Finish pasta with whole or thinly sliced leaves. Blend it into sauces. Puree it into soups. Chop it up to add to a salad. Use it to garnish avocado toast. Turn it into an ice cream topping. Jazz up vanilla ice cream with fresh strawberries, basil, and a balsamic reduction. Basil water. One of the many benefits of basil is that it can help aid the process of healthy digestion. It does so by strengthening the digestive and nervous systems, not only to accelerate digestion, but also to remedy headaches and insomnia. Holy basil is best cooked. It can be bitter when raw, but purple basil is best raw as that pretty purple color turns black when cooked. Thai basil is stronger with an anise flavor, while lemon and cinnamon basil are aptly named for the flavors they bring to the table. Leaves. The leaves are what you're after when harvesting basil. You can also use the tender new stems on the top of the plant, but the older part of the stem at the bottom is too woody and tough to eat. Why don't you cut basil? Preferably don't cut it, but tear it. It is widely recommended to tear rather than slice basil leaves. Tearing keeps the cell walls intact, but slicing releases enzymes in the cells that cause basil to blacken more quickly than tearing. Does basil clean the kidneys? Basil contains acetic acid. This acetic acid helps dissolve kidney stones. Basil also lowers uric acid levels, which are responsible for the formation of kidney stones. In addition, basil is also packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties, which help in regulating good kidney health. Lemon basil has many health-benefiting essential oils. These compounds are known to have anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Lemon basil has moderate levels of beta-carotene and high levels of vitamin K, which are renowned for their anti-inflammatory properties. When should you not eat basil? No matter how you choose to store your basil, it won't last forever. Here are a few signs that your basil has gone bad and needs to be thrown out. The leaves are wilted or discolored. There is mold growing on the leaves. Is fresh basil better than dried? Dried herbs have been dried and often crushed, which concentrates their flavor, making them more potent than fresh herbs. Fresh herbs have a higher water content, so they're not as strong. If you're making a swap, use less dried herbs than you would fresh. What is the best way to eat basil leaves? Sauces and soups. Tomato and basil are a classic pairing, which is why adding some fresh or dried basil to tomato-based pasta sauces is a great idea. Basil is also great when added to soups. The obvious choice is tomato soup, but try adding basil to carrot, zucchini, pea, broccoli, vegetable, or chicken soups. Is basil good for a cough? A tea made with leaves of holy basil is a common remedy for cold, cough, and mild indigestion. Holy basil has diverse actions on the respiratory system. It effectively liquefies the phlegm and is effective for coughs due to allergic bronchitis, asthma, and lung disease. Is basil good for your hair? Basil is packed with nutrients like vitamins A and C, iron, and calcium that are essential for healthy hair growth. One study even found that basil extract was effective in treating hair loss, encouraging hair growth when included as part of a diet. Do you just use the leaves of basil? Can you eat basil stems? While usually discarded after removing the leaves, basil stems are just as edible as the leaves. They bring the same flavor to anything they are combined with and can be found in a great supply among the leaves of the plant. You can use them just as you would fresh basil leaves. Can you freeze basil? One of the easiest ways to preserve basil leaves is to freeze them into ice cube trays. You can use plastic or silicone trays. Pack the leaves into each cube and then slowly fill them with cold water. If you want them in pieces, finely slice them as mentioned above, or use the food processor to chop them up a bit. Does fresh basil make you sleepy? Heightened cortisol levels can cause insomnia, and not getting enough sleep can often lead to stress. However, research has proven that basil can reduce cortisol levels and induce better sleeping patterns. How long does basil last in the fridge? Roughly about 2 weeks. Wrap a paper towel around the basil and place it in an airtight container or a Ziploc plastic bag. Store it in the vegetable crisper alongside other salad greens. Basil should last about 2 weeks when stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator. What is the take home here? This is a lovely herb to liven up your menus. It tastes great on many cooked meal or salad. The healing benefits are just an added bonus. By incorporating it into your diet, you will not be sorry. If you're not already using it as toppings on salad or Italian dishes, then you are missing out. If you got something out of this video, then please subscribe or pass the info on. You cannot go wrong with enhancing your diet by researching all the foods and herbs and spices. Enjoy your cooking and shopping ahead. Good wishes from Lots of Healing.